Guys, today we are going to break down a brewing philosophical clash that could shape an entire franchise. The tone here is unmistakable: ball movement praised, high usage subtly criticized. The commentary leans into the idea that when the star sits, the offense flows freer and cleaner. That's not just analysis, it's a value judgment about control and structure. It frames dominance as disruption rather than necessity. In doing so, it plants the seed that individual brilliance can sometimes suffocate collective rhythm. Whether intentional or not, the language positions system over superstar. And that framing is where this entire debate begins. Alright guys, now the spotlight shifts to Caitlin Clark's own words, and this is where it gets compelling. She doesn't casually name Luka. She studies him with precision. She talks about absorbing contact, dictating defender angles, and owning space on the floor. That's not admiration, it's aspiration. She's identifying the mechanics of control, not just the highlight plays. Those traits demand patience, repetition, and the ball in her hands. This signals she wants to slow the game down, not speed it up. It reveals a player thinking long-term evolution, not short-term flash. Alright guys, here's where history quietly sharpens the tension. We revisit past commentary celebrating Dallas without Luka. More movement, shared touches, prettier offense. The excitement wasn't subtle. It sounded like validation of a belief system. The implication becomes hard to ignore. The system looked better without the star. That clip now carries new weight in this context. It contrasts directly with the very style Clark wants to embrace. What once felt like harmless observation now feels philosophical. And that contrast fuels the narrative of potential misalignment. Alright guys, this segment zooms out to the ideological crossroads. On one side stands heliocentric dominance, one engine driving everything. On the other stands egalitarian execution. Everyone touching, everyone flowing. Both approaches have produced championships. The tension arises when a franchise cornerstone thrives on one model while leadership leans toward another. Alignment in basketball isn't optional, it's foundational. If identity isn't clear, performance wavers. This isn't about right or wrong, it's about compatibility. And compatibility defines sustainability. Alright guys, now the stakes elevate beyond X's and O's. Clark isn't just a guard, she's a movement. Ticket sales, ratings spikes, national broadcasts, her style ignited it. Fans aren't tuning in for balance, they're tuning in for brilliance. The concern raised here questions whether that brilliance will be fully unleashed. Development requires freedom, especially for a player redefining the league's ceiling. Limiting touches can limit growth. Maximizing talent means trusting it. And trust is ultimately what transforms potential into legacy. Alright guys, this final stretch points toward the season ahead. If Clark truly wants Luka-like command, she'll need autonomy in crunch time. She'll need reps navigating pressure, not deferring from it. Meanwhile, a coach rooted in structure may emphasize distribution over dominance. The collision won't happen overnight. It will reveal itself in late possessions and usage trends. Winning can mask philosophical friction, but adversity exposes it. Watch who initiates when the game tightens. Watch who dictates pace when it matters most. That's where truth always surfaces.